Okay. So I've let this build and fill up some of these storage chests with some solar panels, right? So I got 50 a stack, and I want to take a minute to talk about ratios and how to calculate output products to a certain rate. Let's say this is taking a while, right? So I've let this run for a couple hours, about 4 hours. It's just taken a long time. You can see I'm not there's nothing coming down the pipe or down my belt. It's just not very fast. I'm consuming all the product to make the things. It's just not running very fast at all. Some of that can be because it's night and I'm not generating enough electricity to keep everything consumed, my demand. So what I can do is I did some work, a little bit, not much, because I wanted to be true to what's going on here. I did come down and make a graphite smelter so that I can get more energy per unit. So let's just double this. Shift click. Oh, do I not have any? I don't think I have any. Can I make some? Do I have the supplies to make them? Geesh, it's always something. I really should have done this before, which if you have full power, you shouldn't have any issues. Well, it should make processing and things a lot better. What I'm gonna do is see if I can just make some. I need some stone, aren't I? I know I got stone here someplace. Oh, it's right there. I'm gonna right click to manually harvest again. I'm gonna double click this to see. What? Huh. I'm stupid. It's alright. I wouldn't say I was good at this game. I just have fun. Let's go grab a stack of those. And now I can make 8. Let's just make 4. Because I just want to double the amount of energy that this is producing. It's going to take just a minute. Get this down, and then we can talk about ratios. Now, I did go back to the main home world and pick up some extra supplies because I was running low on some things. And then I came back. As you can see, I grabbed some hydrogen out of our tank, and I can show you how to do that later. It's super easy. There's nothing that's difficult in this game. It's just time consuming, and there's some thought that needs to go into things, but it's not like you need to work for NASA to figure this stuff out. I don't. I don't work for NASA. Almost there. So I'm gonna plunk one down, and I'm gonna connect a sorter from the belt to the machine so that can just click shift click to copy, and then just click to paste, and it'll automatically stamp it back down with the sorter. So now that I've got twice as much thermal power being generated, if I look at my P, or P for power, I don't want to look at my P. As you can see, I'm generating 36 megawatts. I'm consuming 12, and everything is just looking great if I do my power circles. Now, I did go ahead and I kind of cheated a little bit. I did stamp some down, but let's go get some energy and watch these circles start to fluctuate, because I'm going to soak up a ton of power. My robot takes so much power to charge. It's alright, it doesn't take long. So real quick, let's talk about ratios. Let's say that this was just taking too long, and I wanted to say, well, instead of generating it whenever, I want a more, I want it to be more not stable, consistent, if that makes sense. There's just a couple there. So what you can do is there's a couple of calculators that you can use, and they're online. And the first one is, and I'll put these in the links in the description, it's factoriolab.github.io, and here's a calculator where you can do Dyson Sphere, Factorio, and Satisfactory. They're all factory type games, but we're going to use the Dyson Sphere. And let's say we come in here and we say we want to pick a product that we want to produce a lot of, and I'm going to pick solar panels. And you can adjust the calculator here to tell based on what you want. If I want 120 per minute, it's going to break all this information down, and it's going to tell me how many copper ore I need per minute, iron, how many plates I'm going to have to smelt, but then it also tells me some more information about how many smelters I'm going to need in order to meet that demand. So let's just, for funsies, keep this to a nice round number of a stack. I want a stack per minute being made in my little factory here. So I know I'm going to need a total of 10 smelters for copper. I'm going to need a lot of copper. I'm going to need 4 smelters for my iron. I'm going to need 16 to keep up with my 17 to keep up with my demand of my silicone. So if I look at my production here, I don't have enough. I've got 10 of each, and this will be a real easy fix. I needed 12. Let's just go ahead and round up to 14. It's not going to hurt anything. And here I'm just shift copying down my line. It's just going to, I need to pick up, don't I? So I don't have any place for them to put it. What? Is it because I got my tower there? There we go. That's better. Let's extend that even further. It's okay to have extra going out. What? Okay, that's all messed up. It's okay. It's all right. I can come back and fix it later. So I needed, let's go back and look. I needed 10 of those, which I had. I only need 4, but I need 16, 17. So here's where we really need to increase the number of, I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to bring it all the way down. Let those stamp down. Shift click to copy, click and drag. I'm going to add one more. And I'm going to shift click to copy, click, 1, 2, 3, add a power pole, so everybody gets the energy they need to keep on going. Okay, so now we have all of the smelters that we're going to need. Now we need 7, we need 3 to keep up with our green circuit production. So if we go back and look, and understanding how these, how to read these calculators is, it's okay. You can click this down to get more information on the recipes that you need. This is going to say to keep up with the demand of 50 per a stack per minute. I'm going to need 2.8 of these assembling machines. Well, you can't make 0.8, so we're just going to go ahead and make 3. We already have 2. So I need to cancel that because that's going to get in the way. Let's just drag this down. It's for fun. And then I can shift click to copy that, click to paste, and it's going to stick it right there. So now we're making our 2.8 factories worth of green circuits. Okay, and so now this is telling me I'm going to need 6.7 factories to keep up with making these solar panels. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to put down another one. Shift click to copy, click to paste. So now, and everything's just getting fed. Everything's getting fed nice and full lines. I got copper. I got everything I need. Now the only thing that this doesn't really tell you, or you really can't see well, is your sorters that is required. We have yellow belts set here, and that's all that we have. We don't have any other colored belts but yellow that we can make. But you see some of these sorters are just working non-stop. So I kind of think they're a problem too, because this guy isn't working at all. I want it working at all times. And we have 152 yellow sorters on us, and in order to make the next faster ones, which if you look at the sorting speed, this is 1.5 trips per second per grid, and this next level is 3 trips, so it's twice as fast. So what I want to do is double click that, and it looks like I can make some. So I'm going to go ahead and make 10. It's going to take a minute because I don't have any machines right now making these electric motors. But I think if I upgrade these, some of these sorters, I'm gonna do things a little bit quicker, because if we look at this recipe, I need 10 copper, 10 silicone, but only 5 of the green circuits. But yeah, I want that to go. I want it to be faster. I think that's the real holdup here as to why we're not making 50 per. We're still waiting on product to get in there because it needs so much. So, okay, he's going fast. So again, I'm gonna use my upgrade tool. Instead of deleting and then reconnecting that, I'm just going to use my upgrade tool, 1 level, +1, and I'm going to come in here with my cursor, and I can see the sorter that I want to upgrade. I'm going to click it. It's going to turn it green, and you can see it's getting that stuff in there a heck of a lot faster. It's still not 10. I mean, it's not going non-stop, but it is a lot faster. So let me do that with the rest of these. Okay. Now we don't really have as big a problem with the copper because it's a short distance. it's mostly just the backside here. With now, one way to, if you were to do this again, I could wipe all this out and put the green silicone closer here. But as you can see, just by adding those green inserters or sorters that are grabbing this stuff twice as fast, I'm now now I don't have enough. I want my lines to be full. So the ratio calculator's working fine, but I want more. Is everything working? See, it's not, my belt's not feeding down far enough to keep everything fed. So this is one one problem you're going to have early game is, you know, sure, I've got my 17 smelters, but it's moot because these 5 aren't even, these 10 aren't even doing anything really. They're barely working. What we can do is rearrange some stuff. What if I take this, click it in, drag it over, undo that, and then if I take this and drag this over and up to here, we're just gonna bypass some of this stuff so that I can take what I'm going to do with my 8 smelters. I remade it so that it included power poles as well. I was going to put it there. Let's get this going again. Excuse me. I'm out of energy. I'm going to put these, okay, so I picked these hydrogens up because they produce 9 megajoules instead of the 3 or whatever. And so it should generate faster, but I've got robots out doing stuff, so. I need to redo this with it blank so that I don't have to change it every time. It's kind of annoying, huh? If this was all blank, I could just come in here and set it to what I wanted instead of and then I want to connect this to here because that's our out feed. And then all I'm going to do is come in here and I'm going to add a splitter. Just leave it on the ground. It's nothing crazy. But now I want to feed that because I've got 3 mining machines feeding this one belt. So what I'm doing is I'm splitting this off so that I actually have 20 smelters now feeding the same line. And these 10 are still getting a full, you know, they're getting filled up with product or iron ore. These guys are sometimes working. It'll fill up. And what we're going to do is eventually upgrade all the belts so that they move faster. But this is helpful, I think. The line feels, well, it feels more full. Another thing you can do to test this is they have these traffic monitors that I can click on and I just put it on the line. So what this is going to do on the other side is show me how many how many items per minute are going down this line. which is a kind of handy thing you can do. Then what you can also do, as kind of an extra tip, is I can come in here to the target flow, and I can say I want this to send me alert when it drops below 60 cargo per minute, meaning I'm running out of stuff. And then I can filter that as well if you want to. So my target flow is going to be 60, and I'm going to set a condition. If it's less than that, I want to fail. And you can set your color that you want it to be. I'm just going to leave it like it is. So we can set an alert to say if this fails, show alarm icon, show this, and it's going to pop up here at the top. Now we hope we don't see this because this is always going to get fed, but I just wanted to kind of cover that real quick to show you how you can, I mean, if I come in here and delete that, we're going to see what happens, right? Counter's going down, there's nothing going through it. Why did it not give me an alert? Maybe it needs to be pass, yeah. If the condition's less than 60 pass, green, hey, I got an alert, and then we can see that it's right there, right? So that's how those traffic monitors work. They don't really control anything, they just give you an alert. Now we're zipping right back through there, so it should go away. Why are you not going away? Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. You can set it to no cargo. That might work better. No cargo. Ah, whoa, hey, who's driving? That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. So now my alert should go away now that I don't know. That's something to play around with. I thought I had it figured out. Apparently I don't. But I typically don't even use these anyway. I mean, it's fun to count, see your counter, to see how much is going, and you can put one on all the belts. Needs power, great. There you go. Anyway, that's not what I care about. I wanted to talk about calculators. So you can use calculators for pretty much anything in the game. I can see some more product, but what we should be doing, or what we will eventually be doing, I think once we get our belts upgraded, is we'll be able to create a stack of product every minute, which is going to be handy. I'm going to shift click the copy, or control click, to just grab all of these, because now that we're making them, I just want to be able to make free, clean energy that I don't have to worry about feeding other than the sun. And what I have is, this is my old one, my old blueprint, but it's a 10 by 4 grid, so it's only 40, it's not a whole stack. So I went ahead and made a new one in my power book. That's solar panels. It's a 2 by 25. So when I stamp this down, it's going to be a whole stack of solar panels. Bang. And here's another one. So I can stick them side by side, and my robots are just going to go put them down. They're just going to go put them down. And I have plenty, but I've only used 2 stacks. So, and this is super nerdy, what I like to do is, for free energy, and it just takes a little bit of time, but I'd go and put a ring around the entire, I love this planet, so I put a ring on it, right? I'm going to go around the entire equator as much as I can, and here's going to be a little bit difficult maybe, because I don't I do have some, so I will be able to. I picked some more of these foundations up. So if I go to my blueprint power book that I've made, solar panels, I should be able to stamp this down again. Oops. Needs foundation support. Well, don't we all? Needs foundation support. All right. Let's do it. I could fly. You can fly to make it easier, faster. Oops, I'm out of tiles. Okay, that's fine. That is totally fine. They're gonna be generating so much energy when the sun starts hitting this thing. So yeah, it's a downside to having those traffic monitors. You see it just going nuts at the top. It's kind of a pain. Power, solar panels, double click. Collide with other object. You're an object. There we go. Now if I want to, I can take that, copy, and that, then select power, solar 100, 4 by 25. Oops. 4 by 25. Now I copy this power, and that power slash is going to put this into the power book save, so I can see it right here. So if I go to my double click power book, now here's my solars, and I can just come in, stamp, hit the E key. Probably not going to be able to fit all of these because I'm missing foundations, but I can scooch and overlap these. This is one of the only things you can really overlap when you stamp down. Now you don't have to worry about connecting power poles with solar panels. They just connect all by themselves. See that? They just connect to each other. So it's pretty handy. Sounds like lasers from Star Wars. Wow, see, I burned through that hydrogen fast. Let's go get some graphite. Yeah, just made it. See, now I'm slow because I ain't got no energies. There we go, filled back up. And I've already got some power, Tesla power towers, connecting them. Get my robots back. I'm gonna go fly down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn those traffic monitors off. It's gonna drive me nuts. I love how you can see the planets in the background. You can turn off the labels if you want. There's our home planet. Hey, little buddy. So I try to have, where I can, have, at least to start off with, have an entire ring around the planets, because that's almost going to guarantee that half of these are going to have power at any given time, because half the planet's going to be right there facing the sun as it rotates, right? Now, I haven't looked at the power output yet because I want to be surprised. We're almost done. Almost done. Okay, so we got a couple hundred of these solar panels down. So if I hit P to look at my power, I'm now generating, well, in the dark, 128 megawatts of energy. Let's look at our production list. I really don't look at this very often. I'm producing 26 a minute. So we're getting half a stack a minute. So we're not quite to where we wanted to be, but that's okay. See, the sun's going down, so I'm guessing some of these solar panels aren't getting hit. So let's go get rid of these stupid traffic monitors. It's kind of good though. It's telling me, hey, something's going on. You're not, yeah, see, even the sun's just setting and we still have half our half our solar panels still getting some energy. Again, that's why I like having it around the whole planet so that you're always getting energy. So it looks like the problem is still our silicone. I'm gonna delete this. And that and that. So our problem is, well, twofold. Our belts aren't delivering things fast enough. If it was, I could turn this green and it would double the speed and it should split off faster and deliver down. But we're still having some issues here. Like these are barely working. We'll get there. That's okay. But with our solar panels, we're generating power. I mean, we're not now because the sun went down, but you can see the importance and benefit of having solar panels. Like I don't need to provide them with fuel. When the sun hits, they're just gonna fire right up. Can't really see that here. Let's get some powered. Let's get powered up. And then I want to fly down here to the end. And in the lower left, you can see your globe. This just giant, massive lane of solar panels. Okay, sun's coming up. You can see them turning blue. So the panels are starting to catch energy. If we look at our power, we're starting to gain energy as the sun comes up. But like I said, it's free energy. I don't have to use a resource once I have them up. It's just there. So you're going to see this ebb and flow of power. But for now, we really don't need anything. This whole exercise was to get solar panels started being produced en masse, which we've done. And now what I can do is take that those solar panels I can take it back to the home world and use them there to help give us those boosts of energy during the day where we can. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to take this, control click to copy everything. And we have the startings of our smelting planet. I think we're going to make, like I said, we're going to make this our smelt planet. But we're also going to need, as you've seen, we have some issues trying to put buildings down here in this unfoundationed ground, and so I think we're going to need more foundations. But the good news is, the entire time that we've been up here farting around, our foundation factory back on the home world has been running nonstop. So I'm going to start walking, double click to jump, hold shift or space to go up, and then sometimes it's tough to just find your home planet, so I'm going to hit tab so I can use my cursor, scroll down, find my planet, click on it, hit indicator, and now I've got a line to it. W and shift, give me some speed and head that direction. Now I took my hand off the keyboard, I'm just going. Hit tab so I can just mouse view. Now you see all these other planets that are showing up. We're going to eventually be able to get to those systems. Those are star systems, just like where we're at now. Stars with multiple planets around them. But you can see how they're saying they're light years away. We don't have the power, the technology to travel in light years just yet. We have to unlock warps. We'll get there. This is 37 minutes. I think we'll stop as soon as we land. Shift, give me some more power. Your first basic will let you go 1,000 miles per second, but now you can see I got no energy. This is where it's critical to land right where you need to because I got no energy. So we are back here at our home world, and if we go look at things, what are we missing? I don't see you sparkling. You're not making stuff. Hey, you're not making stuff. I mean, we've got cubes in the hopper. We've got a bunch, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times 200. That's 1,000, right? No, it's 2,000. Yep, math. So I got 2,000, I got 4,000, and then I've got 2,400, 2,500. So stuff stopped. So I guess this is where those traffic monitors would come in handy, huh? So I'm gonna get some fuel, and we're gonna figure out what the heck is going on. My suspicion is that one of our veins, our starter veins, which wasn't very bountiful, has depleted. So I can see right here that there's no iron ores coming through, and these are flashing. There's no numbers on these telling me that these veins have been depleted. So what I'm gonna do is I kind of planned ahead. I'm gonna kill that, shift to kill that whole line, and then I'm gonna take out of the bottom of this, I'm gonna go here, hit the up arrow to go up, hit the down arrow X. I don't like that. Up arrow to here. Hit X. Down arrow. Right click. 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 So we've gone up and over, and this is that line from that huge iron resource that we had up there. And although this is splitting off, this isn't doing anything because whatever it's doing is full. It's backed up. These are our magnetic coils. So we got stuff going again, and we're going to start producing the things that we want. So that's okay. It's all right. We were doing stuff. We were having a party somewhere else. Let's see how many. Let's stop making stuff because it needed plates. So we're way behind. All right, I'm going to stop and let this all catch up. One thing we can do while we stop and let this catch up is find a place where we can put some of these solar panels for now. There's nothing over here. Let's see if we can put some here. So power 100. It's okay. And you don't have to use your templates. You can use whatever you want. If I just want to come here and say, hey, power, solar panels, click, drag, release, click, drag, release. Just to get some going, right? And then we'll connect these with power poles. So it'll give us that little boost. See it? Right there. All I just did was solar panels and it gave us a boost. Until we get enough land that we can, not boost enough. I don't even have them all up. Until we get enough foundations and soil where we can start ringing, or coruscanting this entire planet. We're just going to cover it in concrete. Oh, is the sun going down? Makes sense. Yeah. But that's fine. When it comes up, we're going to get that boost. Everything's going to be great. So I'm going to let this just run for a little bit. One thing we do have is a stockpile. That's why I like having my science cubes going into buckets, because we have a surplus while we had product. You know what I'm saying? So we have some surplus. One thing I did do was unlock this, my level 3 for mass construction. So now my blueprints, I can use anything that's got not up to 900 facilities in there. So let's see if I can fit my sorter system in here. Leftovers divided by a tropic line. It's okay, I can fit it right in here. Click. What? Collide with other things. Oh, I see. Oh, these are in the way. It's all right. X. We can always move these. It's just a few. O. Leftovers. This is where I want my mall. Make sure it's all on the ground. Click. It's all green. I can put my power station here. What? Collide with... Oh, there's a... I just can't win, can I? There we go. Just because I got stuff. I don't want to get rid of these solar panels, so I want to sort them and put them away. And these I might want to come get later in my foundations. So I'm going to build out my sorting system. Man, how do these videos get so long so fast? That's not going to work because I don't have these unlocked. It's all right. Put that there. Delete it. Use some of my greens. Oops. Green ones are going to go super fast. Well, faster. That's the next thing I need to start working on is a secondary mall. Like, this is making our basic stuff, but there's a bunch of materials and machines that we're going to need that are not basic that I want to be able to just go grab. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do a second mall. Might have to do a conference call with her tomorrow. Sorry, I just wanted to get this set up and then put some stuff in there so you can see how it works. I think I already showed this in a previous video, but just do a refresher real quick. Won't take more than a few more minutes. And then while we're doing that, we can start unlocking some other things that we want to do. I want to do upgrades to my mech because it's just dragging just a little bit. Let's get our frame a little bit faster. Let's increase our inventory another line. Let's add 2 more construction drones. Let's increase our energy that we can hold, and let's increase the speed of our construction drone flights. And I think that'll be good. I really don't need to worry about a whole bunch of this other stuff just yet. We don't have solar sails. If I wanted to, we could increase the number of layers, stories that we can build things up. But right now, I don't really care about that. This is another one that you might be interested in. It gives you a 6% ore consumption per miner and a 10% mining speed. So not only are you increasing the speed of your miners, but the percentage of ore that you get out of them. Let's just go ahead and line that up and let it run. And we've got iron. You know, we can see our. Why is this not making the things we want? Oh, hydrogen. Here's what's happened. Our 2-to-1 ratio, here's a problem with oil. If you're not using one of the output feeds, or one is backed up and can't produce more, it stops the whole thing. So, and it's kind of a major pain. I really don't like it. But what we're going to do is we're going to cut that line, and what we're going to do is shift click to copy, and we're just going to add a few more tanks to hold stuff so that our oil production won't stop. See, now it's flowing in, and we're going to see here, clear over here. You probably can't see it very well, but now they're running because they can output. They're not stuck. They have to output both in order to run. Factorio is the same way, and it's just a thing you got to deal with. Now, there's other things that we can use this refined oil for, but right now I don't have it unlocked, and I'm not set up for it, and I'm in no hurry. So if we just back up and just make more storage tanks, we'll be fine. This is land. Get our. So here I'm going to plug in this and 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 those. And we can see that our arms doesn't care. It's just taking anything and putting it out on the belt. The belt's just going to carry it on down the line until it hits one of these bucket arms, one of our sorters that it's aligned with. Why didn't it pick up those? Well, these can only pick up so much so fast. Like even here, it's not going to be able to keep up with all of these. It's going to grab what it can when it can. So it's just going to infinitely keep going until it's clear. And I don't care because it's not hurting me at all. What are these? It's a brick. That's fine. This is graphite, which I don't have. Cool. So I'm just going to let this run. I'm going to let it run. It's going to empty out my storage. It's going to sort everything for me, which is just handy because I've cleared out my inventory. I give myself some more space, and I'm not deleting anything. Okay, so that's done. I might can move a little faster. Can't tell, but okay. So I'm just gonna let this run, and we'll check back in on it a little bit later, see how it's going.